Siloam Yisrael. I want to talk to you about your enemies and about what they did to you. Shed some light on these other tribes in the scriptures, because everybody wants to hide, and they think because, no one's studying these scriptures that they're not going to know what their real identities are. So I'm going to read a couple scriptures to you and shed some light on these things, because like I said, we're revealing all truth. Okay, nobody's going to hide. Nobody's going to be able to hide in the caves or in the den of the rocks or hide anywhere from this truth. It's going to shine everywhere. So let's get some clarity. I'm reading from the book of Psalms. This is Psalm 83. Let's see what it says here. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. Stop. So this is a song or psalm of Asaph. Asaph is saying to the Most High, don't keep your silence. Don't hold your peace. Don't be still. Because look, your enemies are making a tumult. See, the Most High has enemies, everybody. Y'all didn't know that, did you? His enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. So there's people on the earth that hate the Most High Yah. Did you know that? Yisrael? Did you know that there were people that hated the Most High Yah? Let's see who these people are. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. So Asaph is saying that these enemies of the Most High that hate the Most High have taken crafty counsel against the Most High's people. Who is the Most High's people? Well, we know that that's Yisrael. And they consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yisrael may be no more in remembrance. So they came together and they said, hey guys, let's get together and cut these people off, that the name of Israel will not be in remembrance anymore. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. So they have all come together and they are confederate against the Most High. You see? Who are these people? The tabernacles of Edom. All right, so we know who that is. Rome, the red man, Rothschild, red child. Okay, the mark is that red skin. All right, not ruddy, dazzling skin that they're going to try to convince you when they talk about Esau's being red. That's not what it means. It's a different meaning when it talks about David being ruddy versus Esau being red. It's different. The tabernacles of Edom, so-called white man. The Ishmaelites, so-called Arab man. Moab, this is Chinese, and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, as the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. So he's saying, destroy them, Abayah. Destroy Edom, Ammon, Moab, Ishmael, Tyre, Amalek, Assur, Philistines, Hamites. So you see, these people, they consulted against the Most High's people. They consulted against the Most High and his hidden ones. Okay? Make their nobles like of Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes of Zebah and Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. See? That's what they said. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind. Didn't it say Esau was going to be for stubble in Obadiah? You see? As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. It says Judah and Ephraim going to be a fire and kindle in them. You see? So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Now, did you see that, everybody? It says Edom, Moab, Ammon, Ishmael. So this is Asians, Hamite Africans, Arabs, so-called white man. They all came against you, Yisrael, and said, man, let's cut them off. Okay? Let's just cut them off from being a nation, so that we can do what the hell we want to do. Let's take the houses of God into possession. They came against the Most High himself. You see why they're trying to fool you today? Do you see it? That's right out of the scriptures. And the prayer to the Most High from Asaph in the Psalm is that the Most High would destroy them. Not become friends with them, not save them, not let Jesus Christ come for them. It says nothing of the sort. It says destroy them and let them be confounded forever. All right? And you may say, well, why? Why is it? Well, you just read that they came against the Most High in their pride. Okay? And while we're speaking about these nations, we're going to bring, like I said, we're going to bring all the truth out. Moab and Ammon are two brothers. Okay? Now, this is the modern day so-called Asian. Okay? Chinese, Korean, Japanese. Moab and Ammon. Okay? That's who they are. Now, let's find out their origins. Let's find out why they look the way they look. Why they have those faces. Why they have that smashed fish face. Why they have those slanted eyes. Because they do. I'm not saying it to be racist. I'm saying that they actually have those marks. Let's see why. Because that's called Mongoloidism. And where does Mongoloidism come from? It comes from incest. It's a mark of incest. So these so-called Asians that you see today are incest babies. You see? They come from a relationship of incest, and that's why they have the mark of the Mongoloidism. That's why they have the mark of the slanted eyes and the smushed face. Just like children that have Down syndrome. You see? They have these marks because they're incest children. But let's let the scriptures bear witness to this. All right. So let's jump back all the way to Genesis. All right. This is Genesis 19. Let's see where we at here. We'll start at 29. And it came to pass when God destroyed the cities of the plain that God remembered Abraham and Lot out of the midst of the overthrow. And when he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt. So the Most High destroyed those cities, but he protected Abraham and Lot. And Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave, he and his 2 daughters. Okay, y'all understand that? And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. You see that, everybody? So the older daughter goes to the younger daughter and says, hey, man, I don't think there's anybody left on earth. I think it's just us. So why don't we lay with our dad and have children with him to preserve seed on the earth? You see that? It's right there in black and white. And they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. He was too drunk to know what the hell was going on. So she laid with him secretly and got pregnant. All right. And they made their father drink wine the night also, and the younger arose and lay with him, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. You see, thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. And the firstborn bare a son, and called his name Moab. There it is, everybody. What did I tell you? The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day. You see? And the younger, she also bare a son, and called his name Ben-Ami. The same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day. You see that? So, they're incest babies. Okay? They're brothers and cousins. That's why you can't tell the difference between them when you see them. You're like, are you Korean? Are you Chinese? Are you Japanese? What's the difference? I can't tell. Because they're cousins and brothers. It's called confusion. It's called strange. You see? Just like Ham did with his mother, laid with his mother and birthed Canaan. And Canaan was cursed. These are the so-called fake-ass Jews you see today. Those are the children of Canaan. You see? So these relationships that bore these defective offspring are still on the earth today. Their children are still on the earth today bearing the same marks. But they don't want you to know it. They don't want you to understand that. So that you won't look down on them, so they won't be inferior. But they are. because of what they were born in. They were born in sin. Their origins are sin. And see, the only way they can be redeemed from that lost state that they were born into is to come back into the truth. To come back into the truth, all of the truth. You have to accept who you are as well. You can't deny truth and think I'm going to be saved. You see? So like I'm telling you, these origins of these tribes that you see on the earth, they were a degenerated stock. You understand that? That's why the Most High was saying, hey man, a Moabite can't come into the congregation for such and such amount of generations. For that blood can be redeemed. A bloodline redemption. A lot of that has been happening on the earth now. You're like, why is it this dark brother with a light-skinned sister and a light-skinned brother with a dark-skinned sister? It's all about bloodline redemption. Redeeming the blood back to the truth. Because as above, so below. As the Israelites come back home, as they come back home, it's going to happen in the 3D, in the blood. See? Because Israel, in your pride, you were cast down. You were cast down in your pride. And you have to be redeemed as well. He's called us all back by grace. You see? So you come back to your truth, you'll enter in by grace. And so will they if they enter into their truth. Now, it's going to be hard because they're not going to want to accept the fact that you're above them and they're beneath you and that they're incest babies and that's why they have the marks that they have. It's going to be hard for them to accept that and accept you ruling over them. It's going to be difficult for them to do that. But a lot of them don't even know this truth. They don't even know that's where they come from because their parents been lying to them. Yes, my child. We come from a long line of Yin dynasty from China. Yeah, okay, but let's go all the way back to the beginning. You also came from incest. See? Your foremother laid with her daddy and had you. That's why you got the smush face, and that's why you got the slanted eyes. You see? That's why that's that way. That's why you hate us. You go over to those countries, man, you go over to China, you walk down the street, they look at you like with their mouth hanging open. Why is that? Why do they look at you with awe? Why do they look at you with amazement? You don't wonder this? Why this is the case with these other nations? You need to wake up. You need to smell the coffee. You need to get into the truth. You need to understand these things. Okay? Because like I said, man, we're coming to the end of the race, everybody. And so y'all got some brothers on this earth that are special. Okay, they're elect from the foundations of the world. And they all have their different jobs and their different rank, their different faculties. And when you see these things manifest, it's going to blow your mind. The Most High is going to blow the world's mind with what he's going to do with his elect ones. You see? And at this point, it's really getting to the point now. It's like the last little swirl around the toilet before it goes down the drain. That's where we're at now. You must understand that if you're outside of this truth, it's coming into these days, you're going to be destroyed and done away with. Like the dust blowing in the breeze. To be trampled underfoot. You're not fit for anything good. Because you got all the resources you need. The information is going out through the earth. So if you deny it, then that's on you. Because believe me, when we activate, we're not giving any quarter. We haven't been giving it thus far. We damn sure ain't going to give it then. Okay? Because the Most High going to lay his vengeance on Edom by the hand of his servant, Judah. Yahudah. Us. The true Judah. The true Yahudim. Okay? And these are words that you understand. These are words to be understood by earthlings, people on earth. Okay? Because these are only words that I can use to describe these things to you. But this is indeed true. That when the Most High activates his elect ones, your heart will fail you for fear of what you shall see. Oh my God, all along? That's who these people were? Yep. And what did you do to them? Uh-oh, I killed a lot of them.
I cursed them. I said, and secretly within myself, I hated them. I wanted what they had. I wanted to suck their resources.
That's all you did to them. That's all you did. So y'all better get in your dugouts. Esau, you better go out there and get in your little prep zone or whatever the hell you want to call that shit. Rub some mud on yourself so hopefully the predator won't get your ass. Because we coming, man, locked and loaded. Completely locked and loaded. All right? So like I said, Yisrael, if you want to come in, man, you want to join in, join in. You want to be a fuck boy? You want to be a bitch and run? Then run and hide. Okay? Run and hide. Siloam, Yisrael. Siloam.